All right, guys, what's going on? It's Cyclone back again with another stream. And this time we're going to do something a little different. I actually tried to make this video yesterday, but I forgot to record it. So that was stupid. But just wanted to go like through just a little hobby I've done in the past. I've made some remakes of the Street Fighter music. And what I wanted to do today was play some of the remixes that, excuse me, really inspired me and I think are just incredible. And then I'll play a couple of mine because I just like to reflect on it. And, making music is a very, if you have the opportunity to, well, first of all, learning any sort of music in your life is a great idea. But, music software is very interesting to really get into. I used MIDI-based GarageBand. Terrible software, like lowest, like common denominator, not sophisticated, not advanced. Sound quality is pretty shit, to be frank. You can't even create like good bass tones in it. It's very hard to make good bass tones in it. The rhythm was always lackluster. I didn't have additional software either, like other software-based plugins. I didn't have percussion plugins, nothing like that. I used the stock GarageBand software and made things out of it. But a lot of these people have much more experience in technology and sophistication in the software, so they can make some really crazy sounds. But I will, go through. I have 5 of these up here. There are so many good remixes out there. So if you have the chance, go find Street Fighter remix music. Just go look for it. Tekken remix music. There's all these amazing creators out there. So for today's video, it's just a time to celebrate them and their contributions. So the first one, this one is unbelievable. This is Cam3 and his remix of Karen's Street Fighter Alpha 3 theme, which I've done several times, but I will play the one I settled on, which is actually over here. But this one actually got me into really taking this as a hobby for a long time. So let's listen to Cam's entry. It's really, really amazing. I'll play a little softer on the volume. Let's see. Here we go. The piano is absurd. Man, there goes that dance rhythm. Here it comes. I'm gonna stop it there. You guys got to go check out these guys. Their songs. They're amazing. Why is this remix so amazing to this day? Cam apparently was a producer, some sort of music producer. So it looks like he had some legitimate music software. The violin, the bell synth. Just listen to that again with the piano dancing. Oh. Oh, it's so good. How it's blended in the back there. then the violin. Man, oh man, when you want to talk about textures, orchestral textures, you put that on top of a dance song, forget it. That's when you're hitting a different level, right? That's the oh man, this guy, he nailed it. Like the feel of this song is incredible. So you get kind of that mixture of electronic and orchestral. It hits you like a tsunami. It just sounds incredible. And then some of those transitional parts where it kind of breaks down and gets rid of some of the melody, focuses more on the rhythm section. Just the pumping bass, like the original. That's sort of the, it's like a 90s dance song. You know. um, but what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Look at it, Hathaway, shit like that. Late 80s, 90s, like, man, it has that feel to it. But yeah, one of the all-time greats. Now, I'll play my version of Karen's song. I made a bunch of these. Now, this is MIDI, so you'll hear that the sound quality is way worse, way less sophisticated, but I still tried to capture some EDM feel from this, and you'll see if what you think. So you can see, my take is pure EDM. I'm going hard in the rave sort of kind of that rave feeling and atmosphere. I added some choir synths. Now it's still MIDI. Everything's MIDI, but I feel like the kind of the choir haunting. Oh, it adds a little bit more intensity to the song, which would otherwise just sound like a bunch of MIDI tones. So if you hear like the voice part. Little crescendo in there too. So that's the idea. Adding a little, again, we're talking about textures where Cam was going with orchestral elements on top of electronic. I'm also trying to get a little more of that orchestral all within MIDI. So I added those vocal parts, and they sound, I think they add that needed texture to really give it that oomph that you're looking for. So I was actually quite pleased. This was one of the last ones I ever did, but I was really pleased with how it came out. And for MIDI software, no sophisticated editing or so, like this is all hand typed and hand edited. I don't have any other downloads or software to use or further change the. It's all within GarageBand's software, so it's very low tech shit we're talking about. Like you got some EQ, you got some filtering, you can phase things a little bit, you can add reverb and presence and all these other things to it. But at the end of the day, I can't make orchestral sounds sound good. It's just not the same thing. But anyhow, that's Karen. I really did enjoy it. Now, I may have forgotten one of the themes, but that's okay. Um, we're gonna go next to actually, we're gonna do Gil next. I do not have a Gil song, but I will play my Urian song. Which there's some other good Urian themes out there. I just didn't have it for this video. And it is getting late. I'm gonna get through this pretty quick, guys. But this is a classic. Universal video game musicians. This song is amazing. Listen to this. Oh, that bass. Oh, that bass. Oh, it's so good. Jungle drums from the 90s. So awesome. So nostalgic. Tony Hawk Pro Skatering, like fucking 1080 snowboarding. Let's go. This is like 1080 snowboarding. Old tech in the house, man. You hear those wonderful little dancing synths in the background. Call and response. This, I love that. You gotta love the ride cymbal in here. Oh, it's so good. Man, my goodness. My goodness. Gil's theme, just rocking here. The jungle, Photech 1080 snowboarding thing. If you don't know who Photech is, go look him up right now. Um, Goldie and Photech and some of these guys from the UK underground scene, they pioneered jungle, like this highly rhythmic sort of style. Like it's just hyper aggressive funk rhythms, like in double time, over the music. It's just fucking awesome stuff. The snare drum has huge emphasis, big kick on it, and then the use of the ride cymbal, driving it. He could have used a hi hat. He went to ride. That ride cymbal just adds a lot of weight. Love it. Drives it. Right. Adding additional emphasis in the percussion. Um, and then some of the dancing synths in the background, you're hearing them, like just beautiful, amazing, just superb. Now let's go on to my girl, Makoto. And this song is one of my all-time like favorites in the video in the well, video games, why not? But fighting games for sure. Um, this song has so much character. It's super hip hop. It's super like drum and bass. It's just you can also change how it sounds if you remix it. You can go kind of different ways with it. A lot of people typically stick with the drum and bass style. The It's also slightly jungle, like we just heard. It's that extra funk rhythm. This is like additional emphasis on percussion and offbeats and a little bit of double time action. It's really cool. You get your eighth notes. over the over the quarters. They're really nice. Yeah, no, we'll just play it. We'll play it. Okay, here we go, folks. This is a great remix. So many. Go look this up though. Just got what a freaking remix. This one deserves like a million views. That's my take on it. It's that sort of song. Unbelievable. The use of guitar, the heaviness. Again, you're talking about a hard-hitting style character. Again, he's a final boss, super intense, palms are sweaty. She hits you really hard. And it's just like, just these big fucking hits. Guitar adding extra oomph, extra weight to those hits. The way the guitar blends in, to listen again, and when he goes dual tone, he does like a capitulation. He does two guitar parts on top of each other. The layering, it sounds fucking awesome. You'll hear it. Some harmonic interplay here. Hang on. Let's see. Keep listening. First guitar. I can't make that sound in GarageBand. Here we go. Oh, yeah. You hear it? Oh, that second guitar under it. Oh, so good. Fucking A. That's called music making, man. When you start getting that into that mindset and you're layering, you're meshing, you're like creating additional tones and textures with the same instrument. Now we're talking. Now we're like, yes. Oh, one of my all-time favorites. Frankly, this one took me for a ride. Savage remake. I said this, 5 years ago when it first came out. Amazing. I have done a bunch of versions of this song. It's near and dear to my heart. I have a bunch of them. I will play the one I think kind of hits a good middle ground between all of them. So we're gonna play the one here
this year
with an ad. YouTube does ads on its own, and you get to see. I had made Makoto in a wrestling game a long time ago. This was my Makoto, but now you'll get to watch that. And this is my take again. MIDI. This one is, mine was a little bit more sustaining synth, a little more, I guess you could say a little more sustaining. It's not quite as punchy, but you'll hear it. You'll hear it. So there, that's pretty much it. It's, you could tell it's not even close to what you just listened to. But for MIDI, I kind of liked how it turned out. Again, I've made this song a bunch of times. It's just giving us this. That's a funny frame. But yeah, it's like I tried to hit some of these like again, her song is like kit focused, percussion focused. GarageBand has trash percussion. It's awful. Most people download their own percussion software on top of it, or install. I mean, the bass percussion in GarageBand, at least when I was making this, was absolutely garbage. I mean, you're listening to it; it doesn't sound good. Like I can't get real drum kit sounds out of it. It's just not possible. But I tried to layer in some basses, some extra snares and block sounds, some like rim sounding synth as well. You can hear some of the rim shots. But again, yeah, you can't get that live sound. So it's a MIDI song. So it's like, you're looking at it for what it is. I think it turned out, I do enjoy this one overall. But again, I can't get what you heard before. And you're listening to the difference. Just, nope. Amazing song. I'm really impressed by that song. Let's do this Sakura remix. One of my all-time favorite video game songs. And then I'll play the one I made a few years ago as well. I've done it a few times. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is the one. Excuse me. The 2020 version. There we go. So this guy has made a bunch. I think he also samples a bunch. But I overall like how this one came out. So intro inspired of Random J's, his Patreon. He has a PayPal. Guy's made a lot of videos in the past, but here we go. Are we in good quality? Yeah, good. All right, here we go. Unbelievable. Why, I never liked this? I thought I had. Okay, well, I'll give him a like now, I guess. I thought I had liked that. And I'm not subscribed to him? Subscribe to him too while we're on the stream. I had never even realized that. I'm not logged in all the time, man. I'm not on YouTube very often. On my account. But this song, you're listening to it. You guys know the original is the piano in the original, the horns, everything. It's just one of those amazing compositions. But the way he captures this song on this like 90s pop that change right there. With the bass. So fucking good. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You want to get these remixes and have them pop like that? Incredible. Let's play the one I did a few years ago. I made.
Hey, attention, everyone.
I made one like 10 years ago. Oh my god, scary to say that.
For 8 years.
But I made a remake of it like 4 years ago. Yeah. So this is my take on her theme, and it also has some elements. I tried to have it actually sound like the inspiration from Street Fighter V, where you'll actually hear a part that sounds very familiar. I actually edited a synth to sound very similar to the Street Fighter V song, and luckily I could actually get the sound pretty close in GarageBand. I was like, okay, this sounds actually pretty close. But let's see if you can hear it. Here's my take of Sakura's. Here we go. So, yeah, I actually enjoyed how this one turned out. It's a good song, like in terms of the MIDI. I was pleased how the sounds were blended together. But do you hear the synth? The da, 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 da. That actually, if you go to Sakura's trailer, hang on, let me see if I can find it. Let's see if we can. Let's see if they'll play it. No, let's see if you can hear it.
Uh-oh.
They'll hear it.
Pleased to meet you.
Let's go! There's no escape!
Hear that? That was the inspiration.
I'll crush you.
Do you hear that little, like, that, I don't know, a bell or something, but the, that higher pitch synth, you hear it?
There's no escape!
And then I added, like, kind of a somewhat similar sounding sound. You know, the stuff I tried. So that was the idea with the inspiration. So that was always, I loved how that turned out. Now this one, I do not have a remix of this song. I never made one. The Second Impact for Hugo. This song is fucking amazing. Oh my god. Get ready. Hold on to your hats. This is another one where you might get up. Your head might start bopping off your shoulders. It just is so jazzy. It grooves so well. Give it a listen. Holy shit, man. Don't get me started on this one. What do I have to say about it? You just heard it. Oh my gosh, this one. The saxophone is so freaking clean. All those notes get in there. Some of the lower notes in the melody, you hear all the little notes come out. Listen again. Oh, the fucking flip. You got all the notes in there. Fucking shit. Carry you wherever you are in the world, man. Shit. I mean, this is an old one, but it's out there. Carry you, TGB. You're a legend. This is one of the greatest remixes I've ever heard. It's that damn clean. I mean, yes, it's really close to the original, but what he added to it? So the piano solo, the two types of pianos that he used, there were two of them in the solo section. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. I mean, that's how you do it. Now, I have a couple other remixes. Let's see if I can find it, because I want to play mine as well, and I only feel that's right if I listen to the inspiration. Which is the one? Is it this one? We'll find out. No. No offense. Is it just the arranged one? Oh, the circuit arranged. I've actually, I have the circuit. I did remix that. Huh. Yeah. Is this just the hyped remix? Is this the remix? Or is this just the real thing? I actually don't know. I don't know if it's just the. Let's do Crazy Chili Dog. Let's see if I can find it. There are some really good ones. Oh, there's mine. Here's the original, just as a reference point. No, so the arranged one is a remix, but I recall hearing a different one, a MIDI one, huh? I'm actually just curious. Let's see. Really? Yeah, take a thumbs up, man. Same software that I use. I like this. We're gonna use this for the video. You got it, man. You got it. Yeah! I like it. I like it. I like it. Like, it has a great sound to it. Now I can play mine. All right. So this one I made a while ago as well, but this one came out nicely, I think. Let's give it a listen. Same software, by the way, you just heard. Yeah. So, my remix, I thought it sounded nice. I think, the main the main portion of the show after the intro when all the pieces are going together. I added that synth in the background, the wah wah. That thing adds a little bit of momentum and chaos because Urian's a chaotic character, and I felt like it goes with the original theme, which has some of those boom boom bam boom boom bam boom boom bam, some of those like those background sort of ping pong synths, I guess you could call them. Boom boom bam boom boom bam boom boom bam. So I wanted to get some of those siren sort of synths going, something with a little more chaos and energy, and I felt like the kind of the quick repeating synth in the background. It was a little bit of a scratchy, almost like a DJ sort of like scratching a disc sort of thing. I feel like it works. I feel like it worked there, and so I'm glad how it came out. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Of course, my playlist is on the channel, but I wanted to go through some of the classics like that are out there. Go find some freaking Street Fighter remix music, man. Go find it. Go freaking find this stuff. It's out there. You can find great music on the internet. We all know this, but for video game music, there's some absolute classics out there. And who knows? Maybe one of you will be inspired to make music if you listen to something. And the best part is, I mean, you can then actually start making your own songs. I've made a couple of my own songs. It's not easy. Takes on the software, a short song could take anywhere from 10 to 20 hours. A short song. That's not very complicated. A professional song will take dozens, if not even hundreds of hours if you go really hardcore about it with all the the instrumentals and pieces and you arrange it. It could be a long song, like a 10-minute song. You could do something crazy like that, but for a standard like 2-minute, 3-minute song, you could probably make it within a 10 to 20 hour time span in a software if you knew what you were doing, or you weren't really trying to make it too complicated. Of course, the more complicated a piece, the more time it takes to make it, the more elements you have to manage individually to create the cohesive sound. So when you're in the sound software, you have to edit each single instrument and then listen to it all together. Sometimes you listen to a few of them isolated so you can get those pieces right, like your percussion parts only, your bass and percussion. You want to balance that. Then you add the bass and the melody, so you see how that sounds. Then you do some of the melody parts by themselves, so then you see if you want to add or change how they sound. And then you've got to like play around with all the sounds individually and come out with something that you like, and that's how you make music. That's how you do it, but it takes time and have an open mind though. Like I'm not a classically trained composer. I am a trained percussionist. I toured in college. I know how to play percussion, but like it's I'm not a classically trained composer, but I can come up with melodic ideas and make something out of it. A little bit of trial and error can take you a very long way. You just got to get your hands messy and get started. And once you come up with a bass idea, build on it. You have like, a 4-bar melody or something. You have like an idea that goes through 4 bars or something. And then maybe you can add a second, accompanying melody to it. And it could be like something that goes below it or something that goes above it, and you add different atmosphere. Then you can start thinking about accompanying, elements of the song, background noise, which isn't a diss, it's background noise like ambience. So like, you're supporting instrumentation, sustaining notes, kind of atmospheric pieces, sustaining sounds, rhythmic sounds that add rhythm and feel. So you can really start getting, into this idea. And making remixes is fun because you're using a song that already exists. A, you have to teach yourself the song. Excuse me. And you have to learn it. And then you got to figure out how you're going to change it and make it your own. So it's super cool. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Gil says good night, and so do I, but that was fun. And